The drought of 2007 had Helen Yost rethinking her garden design. Although always organic, Helen wanted her garden, which she calls Helen's Haven, to be fully sustainable.
A garden that was beautiful but could sustain itself with natural resources. You're looking at it. She was recently named the winner of 2015 City of Raleigh Environmental Award, and now she's here with some tips on how you can have a sustainable garden too. Welcome, Helen.
Thank you.
We're so happy to have you here. Okay, so you say start out with being pesticide free, is that right?
Well, yeah, that was the first thing that I did to become an environmentally safe garden, was just to stop using pesticides. And I had to accept about a year of some holes in my leaves, and then eventually it became in balance, and then the birds would eat the insects, and then everything was kind of fine again. But it took about a year to say, I don't want to chase the next pest.
So it was kind of like a little bump, and then it was okay.
And then it's been that way now for 20 years.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Mulching. How does mulching help us keep a sustainable garden?
Well, mulching is interesting because it moderates the soil temperature, so it doesn't feel the extremes that we feel. It still goes up and down, but not to the extreme. It also suppresses weeds, and it adds nutrients to the soil as it breaks down and really makes the garden look tidy.
Very cool. Okay, and then we've got wildlife friendly.
Yes, well, I'm a wildlife gardener, so I select plants, particularly native plants, that are suitable for host plants, say for butterflies, ones that the only plants that they can lay their eggs on, like the monarch butterfly will only lay its eggs on the milkweed. But then I also have nectar plants, so other butterflies can join in the fun.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I wanted a place that my kids could be very relaxed in, very free, and not feel like they couldn't go pick a fresh fig off the tree because somebody might have sprayed it with pesticides.
Right.
All that's gone.
Water-wise, and we've seen out in California how severe the drought is, and we've had our own situations with drought, but you really want it to be water-wise.
Yes, and I made the big change, which brought me to the award, because I designed my garden to be water-wise, and in that regard, everything is broken down into 3 zones, if you will, and it's all based on how close you are to a water source.
Okay.
So it's the oasis zone, which is typically close to the house, pots going up your steps and stuff, where you can easily get to the water and it's not as much. If you look at a pyramid, the thirsty ones is going to be the tip.
Okay.
So the next step down will be a transitional zone, and that's an area that's about halfway from a water source to the end of the property, and it would need supplemental watering about once a month or every 6 weeks. And then it's the bottom of the pyramid is the peripheral of the garden, and it'll only need water. It shouldn't need any supplemental watering.
And you use rain barrels to achieve this? Or how do you
I
make sure
don't.
you don't?
Yeah, no. The only thing I harvest rain with is for my fountain. I have a fountain up front. I like what it does for the wildlife. It draws them in. They like the sound. It reduces ambient noise from traffic and that sort of thing, and it's just beautiful.
Wow.
But that's all recycled. But for the oasis part, I use water that I bring in from the house that I would otherwise throw away, like waiting for the spigot to warm up.
Oh my gosh, well, this is cool stuff. It looks very beautiful. Your garden is amazing.
Thank you.
It was really fantastic. Thanks so much for being here.
Congratulations again
Thank
on
you.
your award.